Find the computer room.
Objection! 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 Objection!
What is going on, ladies and gentlefish? This is your friendly crocodile speaking to bring you a second generation Pokemon Stadium 2 Wi-Fi battle versus YUS. This is the team preview. This is what it looks like. I am deadly scared of Snorlax. When I saw that, I figured it was a Curselax. Zam and Raikou are not my friends, and I don't really have much to fight them. But we're going to see how this battle goes, and let's get started as we go into the team preview. Again, Alakazam, Snorlax, and Raikou threaten my team alone. I think I decided to lead here with something, and here we go. Let's get right into this battle. I'm gonna lead, or he's gonna lead Nidoking. Do remember, I'm on the right-hand side. Let's keep that in mind, and let's do this. I'm also gonna lead Nidoking. I was thinking he was gonna lead Lax, and I wanted the Lovely Kiss right off the bat and shut down setup at the go. Now, I'm thinking he's probably gonna want to Earthquake here, and I've got a very safe switch into Zapdos, which he doesn't understand. I have Curse Zapdos, and I'm just going to go into that predicting him, but he does for the Thunderbolt predicting me to go into whatever, and that just doesn't fly. I'm going to get some Lefty Defties, do some cool stuff, and do some shenanigans, as he is now going to switch into his Zapdos predicting my Thunderbolt, but I'm predicting that, so I go ahead and set up the light screen for pseudo-phasing and recovery, you know, keep the damage off of me pretty well. You know how it goes. So I'm going to set up a light screen. It's going to look all pretty and, you know, reflect special attacks and all that jazz. Get some more Lefty Defties, and it's going to be his turn. Now, I'm going to start cursing here, predicting him to curse, because 9 out of 10 times, if you see a Lax, it's a curse. Lax is a dangerous thing, but he doesn't predict me to have the curse. Now, at this point, I know he's probably just going to want to attack. He's really not going to waste any time trying to set up. He's just going to go ahead and straight out attack. So I'm going to straight out attack with a Drill Peck. And that does a pretty decent amount. Double Edge does a lot more than I would like it to. With me having a curse, if I had Reflectos, it'd probably take it a little bit better. It would take it better, but that's okay. So I'm gonna set up another curse, predicting him to continue double edging at me, and I am just gonna take that like the Zapdos that I am. He's just gonna, you know, knock himself. His fat self is just gonna reflect off his body and stuff. And I'm gonna go for another stab Drill Peck here. I probably should have cursed again. I probably could have lived 3 double edges and took him out, but, you know, it's Travis we're talking about. But, I don't know, that did a lot of damage for that next attack. I don't think I could have lived 2 more or 3, but, yeah. So he's down to 256 now. I'm praying at this moment in time. I'm, you know, in front of my window praying for a crit from Mother Teresa, and you can see that Mother Teresa is not going to give it to me. But I do leave the Lax in a pretty damaged situation here, as my Zapdos is going to have to go down here. So, thinking here, I think I want to go into Nidoking and shut this thing down, but I actually go into Fortress figuring, okay, if he rests, so what, I can get my spikes up. I don't see a spinner on his team. I know he's probably got spikes, but he doesn't have a spinner, so I'm not scared. So I'm going to go ahead and throw my spikes down on the ground, you know, my cool little black shurikens, as he's going to rest up, you know, heal and do all those shenanigans that Snorlax likes to do. That's what happens when you bring High on Fat into the battle. But now I'm going to switch here knowing I really want to phase this thing to a point. I believe I switch here to Arcanine, wanting to phase him out instead of Reflect. No, I switched to Lapras. I want to trap this Snorlax, but that's going to prompt him to switch out. Now, at this point, he doesn't know I am a Whirlpool Parasong kind of thing as he brings in Machamp. Machamp's going to step on spikes and get leftovers. And, yeah, it threatens me with a Cross Chop, and I'm just like, well, bar a critical hit, Nidoking takes everything from... Nidoking takes everything from Machamp bar Earthquake. He's not going to Earthquake. He's going to Cross Chop. I'm going to take that Boss-like. And I'm going to prepare here to go for the Earthquake. Now, I want a Lovely Kiss, but he predicts that so excellently well and goes right back out to his Lax. And, yeah. I forgot. It kind of shows your moves, which is kind of lame, but that's alright. He's going to step on spikes, get leftovers. Going to go for Lovely Kiss. It'll fail. All in all, my chess play of this move was actually pretty brilliant. Now, I'm predicting him to switch, predicting him to just take whatever. But he stays in. I don't know why I went for Thunder. I should have really gone for Earthquake there. But, you know, it does happen like that sometimes. Now here, I know he'll stay in, and I'll just go for the Earthquake. And it does a pretty nice amount of damage. Now, I'm thinking he's at +1, but he switched out, so he's not any pluses. So I figure I'd Earthquake again, but no, I'm actually going to switch, and again, going back in this game, guys, I really don't understand some of my plays, but that's okay, because I'm going to go back to Fortress, predicting him to wake up and go for double edge, and that's exactly what he's going to do, and I'm going to take it. But of course, second crit of the game for him, or luck-based hit, whatever you want to think of it as. Now, I'm thinking I should explode here, but I don't. And I think it's because I think he brings in his Skarmory here, predicting me to go boom, which is brilliant prediction on Yu's part. And he does. He brings Skarmory and protecting me to go boom, 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 and that prompts me to switch again. I don't like my matchup, but Lapras likes its matchup. Now again, in my mind, I'm thinking I could trap Skarmory or Snorlax. It is essentially a Skarm Bliss wall, and it's just not working. But he prompts to attack my Lapras, and that does a pretty significant amount of damage. But of course, Whirlpool will miss, and that puts me back in a situation that I should have gone for Ice Beam. Because here, I mean, you know, he was going to Whirlwind me on anyway. I mean, he's got, you know, no reason to stay in. So in comes my Arcanine, and I'm going to go ahead and set up Reflect, because I can Pseudo Phase this thing all day long, as he probably prompts to switch to Lax again, and that's exactly what he'll do. I'll set up Reflect, as he's going to step on some spikes, but I actually trick him out and roar him out. And here, I should have roared. I don't know why I set up Reflect here instead of Pseudo Phased and got more spikes damage, but I think it's because I knew he was going to switch. I just didn't know to what. And he goes to his Nidoking, predicting me to do something cool. And I do something cool. I set up Reflect. And Arcanine's actually pretty bulky of the fire types, and it can actually take Reflect pretty nicely. Entei with Reflect is better, but, you know, that's okay. So, now I prompt myself to switch to Kingdra. With Reflect, I could probably take everything, but he does get the lovely Kiss Not. And I don't go to sleep. He's going to get leftovers back to full health. And at this point, I'm hoping for some crits. I'm thinking he'll switch to Lax, prompting me out to my Hydro Pump. But I believe I go for Toxic, which will miss. Because, you know, this game sucks. Go for Spikes, but I do go for Hydro Pump there. It's going to hit. Now, we talked about this during the battle. Right here is a crucial point in this battle. Hydro Pump, and it's a miss. That would have killed Lax. You can leave it in the comments and description if you want, but that would have killed Lax. That would have gave me an awesome position at this point in the game. But now, I figured that's a failed attempt. I've got to prompt my switch, and I've got to switch back into my Arcanine. As he's going to go to sleep, I figure I can roar him out or set up Reflect, do either shenanigan that I wish to do, and make some stuff step on Spikes. So I figured I'll set up Reflect here because he's not in any hurry to get out of here. He's just going to stay in and get some Z's and stuff, because that's what these fat Pokemon like to do. But he's going to wake up and get off a Curse. And how he outsped me. Oh, I know, because Roar has negative priority. That's fine, though. Here comes Zam. He's going to take some Spikes damage. Now, I guess I underestimate or overestimate Alakazam in this play. I'm thinking that he is going to go for Thunder Wave indubitably. And I'm going to just go for the Extreme Speed, knowing that I have, you know, really no fear of Thunder Wave. But, of course, YUS is a very skilled player, and Thunder Wave is so important. Speed is everything in old generation Red, Blue, and Yellow, Gold, Silver, and Crystal. So he's going to recover here, stay at a nice, healthy Alakazam as I go for the Flamethrower. Of course, again, praying to Mother Teresa for some kind of status effect, but of course it's not going to happen because my life sucks. So, the Stash continues to recover and keep himself at full health. Waiting for a full para is pretty much what he's doing so he can Psychic away. And I'm going to tell you guys, that Psychic does a ton. A boat ton. A ridiculous amount. And this is why I like to bring T-Tar, because Zam is so common. And Pursuit destroys it. Pursuit with Spikes destroys Zam. Any way, shape, or form. So, he's going to get some leftovers. Now, again, I told you, or I told you in the beginning of this battle, we were playing by our league rules, meaning no Curse Lights was allowed, but then I saw it, and yeah, Curse Lights came to wreck the day. But, that's okay, no crying over spilled milk. He's going to recover again, stay at a nice, healthy level, and go for another Psychic, and I believe here he will get the special drop. Nope, he doesn't. So I prompt to roar him out, get some more Spikes going on as Machamp comes out, knowing he's got the Earthquake. Now, I figure I've seen 3 of his Machamp moves. I don't think he's got the Rock Slide. So Zapdos would have been a perfect switch, you know, if Zapdos were alive in this time and place, but he's not. So Fortress will be my next choice. Now, I know he's going to go for the physical attack first, knowing my Arcanine is in to take the hit. And, you know, it's really a question here if I should have exploded or should have taken the Fire Blast. But I know the Fire Blast is coming if he has it, and Kingdra Quad resists Fire Blast, so that was my best prompted switch. I could have boomed and taken something out of the picture. I probably should have, but he fakes me out real nicely. Just goes for the Earthquake there. Doesn't do anything gimmicky or crazy, knowing I do have that Kingdra to resist the Fire move. As I'm going to Toxic something, and, you know, and then here comes Snorlax again to wreck the day. Now, you have to remember that, you know, Toxic's going to miss right there. So that's 4 times that Mother Teresa has pretty much taken a gigantic turd on my moves. But that's okay, because Toxic's going to finally go off, and it really doesn't matter at this point, because he's just going to do his cursed shenanigans. And I'm pretty scared. I now lack my physical wall. I can't really do anything. I can't switch to Arcanine because he'll be faster than Arcanine even with a curse. I'm pretty boned, to be honest with you. But I do switch to Lapras, and I'm still trying to trap this thing. But he's at +2, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you let a Curslax set up. But that's okay. Now, I don't know why I poisoned it. I really should have tried to freeze it. That would have been my better option. As he goes for the double edge, he gets a crit, which mattered a lot, because Lapras probably could have taken that, but Lapras does have to go down there. But that's okay, because now, well, it's really not okay, because he's at +2 and any attack will KO me. I'm pretty much just relying on Toxic. And there's a mechanic in second. This is why Toxic is not as good in second, but better in third, first, and fifth, and fourth. If they kill something like Hyper Beam and they take out a Pokemon, guess what? They don't take Toxic damage. So that's 2 turns of Toxic that he's not going to accept. And with a +2 Curslax, Toxic really wasn't anything for him. He really didn't care. He's just going to sit there and laugh at you as you try to Toxic him. It's actually really sad. But that's okay. I think the music is about to go out here. Yeah, it's about to go out. And the music now ends. It's not like we really needed the music, you know. The interlude is pretty much over. And the fanfare is about to come in YUS's direction as I go into Kingdra for whatever reason, knowing the Earthquake or the Double Edge. And yeah, you see Kingdra doesn't take that. So I am sitting there relying on that Toxic damage, but you know, I'm still not going to get it. So at this point, a crit is my only option. And oh, here we go. Here goes the Hydro Pump. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's a miss. Oh, God, Mother Teresa. Please remind me never, ever to ask you for anything. But anyway, guys, so Snorlax is out here with his +2 shenanigans, and Fortress, I could have exploded on it, but he had Scarm, you know, I mean, he still has all of his weapons, so I just boom at this point, and even at +2 defense, that does a lot. I don't think it would have taken a +1 explosion. But Nidoking is going to come in here, and, you know, Nidoking kind of hurts from Earthquake, but this is a +2 Earthquake. My only chance is crit, and not there. So, that's going to be the game. I want to talk just for a minute as the game ends here, and then we'll finish up. First of all, as far as second generation Wi-Fi battles, I've got a really cool idea that I haven't put into place yet, but that'll be happening really soon. I tried to get it as close to 10 to 15 minutes as possible. I tried to set everything up for you guys, and I tried to get my lovely to help me with a team preview.